Is there something out there? As I walk through the woods, I wonder this very thing. Again and again, I swear I can see something out of the corner of my eye. But it's nothing. I'm alone in this world. Just me and my thoughts. Then I think, if something was watching me, I wouldn't be able to see it past this fog. Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming Scariest, a series where we analyze some of the most terrifying stories, characters, and details from some of your favorite horror games to uncover what it is about them that makes your skin crawl. If you want to see more of this series, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below what virtual horror we should cover next. When surveying the horror gaming landscape, one does not typically think of Minecraft. Minecraft is commonly seen as a game about exploration and pushing the boundaries of your own imagination. For most players, it's a game full of nostalgia and pleasant memories. So how can this brightly colored block-filled game ever come close to the word horror? Well, let's begin with a bit of backstory. I'm going to assume all of you are vaguely familiar with the history of Minecraft. In 2010, Marcus Notch Pearson released Minecraft in the alpha stage, with it moving into beta and then full release the following year. In this period of time, Minecraft was very different from how we know and play it today. There were no tutorials in-game, there were very few online, and most importantly, there was no multiplayer. In those days, you were completely on your own in an endless empty world sparsely populated by animals like pigs, cows, and sheep. For most players, your only companion would be the fog. This ever-present fog became a staple of classic Minecraft and a source of anxiety for many older players. You see, in those days, there were very few update logs telling players what had been newly added. Notch would also secretly update the game, sometimes weekly, so players never knew what exactly was in the server with them. Whatever else was in the game could always be watching the player from just beyond the foggy horizon, and they would never know. Further adding to Minecraft's creepy atmosphere were its random cave sound effects, or the infamous Disc 11. However, the fear factor of Minecraft would only reach its peak in December of 2010. On December 9th, 2010, an unknown player booted up a single-player Minecraft server. His gameplay was normal until he followed what he believed to be a cow into the fog. What he found instead was a mysterious figure with the default player skin with blind white eyes. The figure was standing right on the edge of the mist, staring back at the player. When the player took a screenshot of the entity, it turned around and retreated back into the fog. The player continued playing, but soon began noticing strange anomalies around his world. He noticed trees without their leaves, 2x2 mine shafts near his own, and strange man-made structures that had been previously obscured by the infinite haze. This, as you probably guessed, is the first recorded sighting of the mythical Herobrine, an entity that still haunts the Minecraft community's consciousness nearly 12 years later. But the real question is why? Why does this figure always evoke the same emotions again and again? The story of Herobrine utilizes two common fears. The first, homiclophobia, the fear of fog, and the other, paranoia, anxiety caused by the feeling of being watched. Both of these are used to scare readers and players alike. In most instances, Herobrine is said to remain obscured, with the player never able to clearly see him. To understand why this is scary, look at this image. Imagine you are here. The fog is eerie enough, but imagine that you see a figure in the distance. The figure is just obscured enough to where you can't really make it out. Then, imagine that you are alone, miles away from anyone else, and the mysterious figure is coming closer and closer to you. Herobrine taps into this very same fear, the fear of what you can just barely make out, the fear of what you don't know. What Herobrine was remains a mystery to this day. While most believe Herobrine was and always has been a hoax, the impact that his story had still reverberates over a decade later. Once fearless players will now always have the sneaking suspicion that they are not alone when wandering the forest late at night or upon entering a dark abandoned mineshaft. Are you alone? Or is he watching, just out of sight? Thank you all for watching this video, and remember, there is something out there.
And it will find you.
We'll see you next time.